Hello. Welcome back to my channel. um, Welcome back to another conscious conversation with me, Miss Apani. So, communication is defined as the response that you get. We say communication is the response that you get. So, what does that mean for me? What it means for me is that with each and every person that I come across, with each and every individual I meet, if I do not receive the feedback, verbally and non-verbally, it says to me that I have not communicated effectively, and therefore I need to try again, but try again differently. So one of the things I've learned, so I like to look at life in a holistic approach. So if I were to look at my relationship with my daughter, is that I have noticed that, okay, she's almost 3 years old this year. And so everything I do, she does. Everything I say, she says it. And also including our surroundings, being my parents, my mother and my father. She copies everything that we do, So what this tells me is that when she does good, I know that I have taught her that, or Umkulu taught her that, or Ugogo taught her that. But also when she does bad is a reflection of what we teach her. So oftentimes what we like to do is, especially when we look at the relationship with our children, is that when our children do good, we pat ourselves and say, well done, mommy, we pat ourselves and say, oh, well done. We take credibility, but when our children now behave in a negative way, when they now develop these habits that we don't like, we become very defensive. We curse out, we swear, we shout. We can even go as far as wanting to hit the child. But the child is only responding to what we have taught her. So even with our relationships, our relationship with our spouse, that's one of the things I have become very much aware of, is that if I am not receiving the feedback I am looking for, if I am not receiving the response that I'm looking for, it just only says that I have not communicated effectively. Whether it is my expectations, it means I have to communicate them as well. So if I am, sometimes we like to complain, I tell my partner to do this and he doesn't do it, or complain. It's been how many months? It's been 6 months. I've been complaining that he must take out the bin, or complain that complain about certain habits that your partner has, but when you find your partner not stopping or not doing the things that you don't like anymore, it's just a reflection that you have not communicated effectively. Try again and try again differently. Who said nagging gets the message across? Who said shouting gets the message across? Who said when you disregard silent treatment? Who said when we do that, or take our phone and just ignore? Who said that gets the message across? Communication is the response that you get. I mean, even with a leader and a team and the team members, I like the saying that a leader is as good as his or her team members, and that as a team leader, as an employer, your team members are reflecting what you have communicated with them. I remember I was reading this book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. That was it last year or year before last, 2019. And there's a part in the book when they speak about how I think it was an employee in this organization, how sometimes as leaders, we have not communicated what our requirements are. We have not communicated our expectation, and oftentimes we expect our members, our team members, to then give us feedback of what we want, or respond in the manner that we want, but we have not communicated effectively. But for me, there's a very important part about the statement, and it is communicating with self. Communication is the response that you get. So the key word here for me is response. These responses are symptoms, the results that you are seeing in your life, the habits that you want to change, the habits and behaviors that you want to alter, the habits that you want to replace or delete. These are just reflecting of whether you have communicated with self effectively or not. I like there's a now I can't remember which doctor it is, but it's a professor. Dr. Professor. And one of the things he mentioned was, if you are trying to behave a certain way or develop a certain habit, and it is so challenging and difficult to do that, it says there is something missing, or there's something that needs to change with your programming, meaning the instructions, which is and this is how you communicate with self, needs to change. It means that there's a limiting belief in you that is hindering and blocking you from behaving in that way. So it is believed that the subconscious mind controls how you behave, and if you can reprogram your subconscious mind, you would then act naturally. You would self, your results, your feedback, your symptoms, these are just a reflection of whether you have communicated with self effectively or not. Communication, guys, is the response that you get. But another thing for me, what it shows is even on YouTube. So what it means for me is that so my expectation is for people to comment on my channel. My expectation is for people to like my videos. My expectation is for people to subscribe to my channel, meaning that if I do not receive the things that I expect, it says that I have not communicated with my viewers effectively, and therefore I need to find different ways of doing that. So one of the things I'm learning, it is the how. That's one of the things that are important. It's how you communicate. So if you believe and think that I have communicated with you effectively, I know that you'll press the subscribe button. If I have communicated with you effectively, you will press that like button. And if I have communicated with you effectively, you will comment below of what you understand by the statement. Communication is the response that you get. If I have communicated effectively with you, you will comment below and let me know what is it that you are enlightened with in regards to this video. So please do support the channel, the Enlightenment channel. Click on the subscribe button, like and comment below. I'd really appreciate that. But yeah, that's just basically what I wanted to share with you today, and is the awareness. Like, the more I hear it, the more I become aware and enlightened about my surroundings. It tells me a lot about when I find myself having conflicts with people. It says that I have not communicated effectively. When I have conflicts with my child, with my parents, it says that I have not communicated with them effectively. It says that when I am not achieving the goals that I want, if I am not behaving in the way that I expect, if I am trying to stick to that plan, like I want to lose weight and get to 65 kg, run to marathon, if I am not taking action towards that goal, it says that I have not communicated with self effectively. So I always say work on yourself, and therefore that's why I think it's very important when I say communication is the response that you get. For me, the most important thing was communication with self, meaning how do you communicate with self? And because everything that you do comes from within you. And yeah, man, that's just what I wanted to share in this video. So if you feel or think and believe that this that you are enlightened somehow, please do like, subscribe to my channel. I've changed my YouTube name to my full name, Takhofatso Apani. Follow me on Facebook, Takhofatso Apani, and my email address is greenpasturescoaching@gmail.com. That's what I use for now. And yeah, thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope to see you in my next one. I'm not sure what I'm gonna talk about, but it's on value, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's on value and how to increase your value. So in my next video, let me not lie, but I'm gonna do a video on how to raise your value, how to increase your value. And yeah, so thank you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye, and I love you lots.